All right, today we are going to hang out. Not only am I going to show you this new unexpected notebook that I was not planning on getting, but actually quickly moving into, but we're going to hang out and I'm going to take you to the one and only favorite craft store. We are going to shop around at Michael's. I was feeling a little, uninspired, needed to get my desk space organized and rearranged, and there were a few things that I wanted to pick up, which, oh my gosh, I am so excited that I came across these items that I am going to share with you. But first, can we talk about how Michael's is just having this whole like Victorian garden romantic vibe going on, and I'm here for it. I'm loving all of the floral arrangements. This particular aisle, it had like this pink princess tea party fantasy secret garden feel going on, and believe it or not, I actually picked up some of those plates that I was looking at a few months back, and I was tempted to pick up these candle holders, but I was thinking, Michelle, what are you going to use this for? You're not going to light a candle anytime soon. Maybe for fall. I was thinking this may be the aesthetic I'm looking for when fall comes and I'm in my Harry Potter phase. But I was good. I only came to get 2 or 3 things. But look how cute this birdhouse is. Oh, and some like little miniatures. I was debating on getting these for my garden, and I'm in my little spring fling mood where I think I'm a gardener now too. My green thumb, I'm trying to get that exercise. But you guys, look at this cute birdhouse. Oh my gosh. This is so adorable. Truth be told, I actually have to go back and get it because I was so excited to come across this. At this time of the film, I did not have my cart, so I had to go back. I had to get a cart to get some things, but I forgot to get the birdhouse tree. So I'm gonna have to make my trip back this weekend. But we are quickly hanging out, showing you some things that are in Michael's. Can you tell it's almost 4th of July? Can you tell? They have all the merch out here, all the 4th of July, Independence Day stuff. That's the thing about craft stores. They are like 2 or 3 months ahead. So for those that love to plan ahead, pre-plan, craft stores, they will be your best friend. Don't even get me started on the holidays. When it comes to Christmas, I think Christmas comes during the summer. They start having Christmas stuff out in like August, September. But a lot of things were actually on sale here, and continuing on with like the outdoor nature garden vibes, Michael was having a lot of this nature energy going on, which again, not complaining. I was just very, very tempted. But this area, check your Michael's and see if you have it. Is this new? I think it's new. This is their Nevermore collection, 40% off when I went, and this is giving me like dark academia, kind of gothic, dark romance energy. And look at this, black is so much more cheerful. You guys know I love black. I'm all into my black clothes, my black handbags, my black leather covers, and don't even get me started on this. What is this? You guys, this was made for us pen lovers, for us journalers. Look at this. Look at this. This is a yes. And then this was cute. I was actually this close to picking this up. The only thing is the little items, the little trinkets here on the shelves, they're not removable. So this ink bottle is glued on here, the picture frame, the little metal moth, these keys, like everything is pretty much stuck in its place. So you couldn't rearrange anything or move anything out of its way if you wanted to tuck in some other items. So that was the only thing, but that shelf is cute right there on the left as well. Down here on the bottom, there was this picture print of kind of like a old library or bookshelf. I thought that was interesting. And then these little princess plush little pillows for your seat. This one was like a powder pink color and then cream. This typewriter decor, and this was a cute little like a little box, a hidden box here. Oh my gosh, I really shouldn't have came here, because there were some things that I had to ooh and ah over, and I really had to limit myself to just a few things because I wanted it all. And I had to remind myself that I was here to help my desk space be more functional, not fully decorated. But look at this fun little, this is actually a lamp. At first I thought that was a crystal ball that she was kissing, but it's actually like gum, like a bubble gum. She's blowing up a bubble gum, and that part lights up. And then here, books are the mirrors of the soul. Tell me that isn't cute. I was really feeling this energy. And then these black candle holders. I was liking this aesthetic here that Michael's had with the black accent, the pink accent, and then this, I think on that pillow right there, you can see it even says like, oh my goth. So if this is your type of style, you may enjoy some of these new. Is this new? Typically Michael's, they don't have their new stuff on sale. Maybe they've had it and I just never noticed it, or maybe it's just in stock. But this would be good for like your tea, or to store maybe some paintbrushes. And then yeah, this was that pillow, oh my goth. Some pictures. I kind of like that Victorian book lady picture. And then this umbrella. For a split second I was thinking, oh, maybe I can use this as some type of like paperweight, but I really was just trying to find an excuse to buy it when it wasn't really necessary. And then diagonal from it was it was the opposite of the dark goth aesthetic. This is just like light sea breeze, airy ocean, water vibes. This was very fun and light because it had like this the shells, the water, the fish. Very nautical energy. I overlooked this picture because it was upside down, and then I gave it one last overview just to make sure I wasn't missing anything, because sometimes I get overwhelmed when everything is just, catching my eye and I have to glance over again. Good thing I did, because I really, look at this. This is a desk. Well, it's like a print of a desk space with books on it. And doesn't this hand remind you of the Addams Family? Was it, what was that? Was the hand called like It? Cousin It? The hand that always followed the uncle that was in the family? It was It, right? That's what it reminded me of. And I was tempted to get that, but what would I do with it? I was thinking maybe I can use it for a plant holder, but it wasn't really even enough to hold any of my bigger plants. But this was me. This said my name all over it. Professional procrastinator, and it has a pen, specifically a fountain pen. My husband saw that and he even said, he's like, oh my gosh, that's perfect for you, because I'm always joking and saying how I work well under pressure and I really procrastinate. So that is all me. Now after Michael's, we're going to Barnes and Noble, the favorite other hangout spot, my other third place. Why every time I come here, why am I tempted to get one of these leather bound journals? This one was massive. Look how big it is compared to my hand. These are always like calling me. I feel drawn to it, and I have a feeling by Halloween I'll probably have one of those. I may have those because I'm in my One Piece era and it's kind of giving me Pirates Treasure book vibes. The Stalogy, did you guys ever notice this sea green or sea foam color? I was today when I noticed that Saligy had this light green color. Maybe it was here. I'm pretty sure it was here last time because I do remember vlogging this section, but you don't really see that cover or people using it too often. And then I was looking for the Good Inkpressions notebook to see if they had any more in stock, specifically the dot version, but as you can see, they sold out because somebody, aka me, bought them all up and they haven't restocked. But tell me why Rhodia was just eyeballing me, okay? Rhodia was staring me in the face and it was almost like calling me. It was saying, use me, try me, take me home. So yeah, I may or may not have a new notebook now. That was totally unexpected and unplanned. But my husband wanted some dessert for later on after I make dinner tonight. His favorite are the maple bars, so we got half a dozen for him, and he also enjoys these in the morning. I'll take a bite here and there, but I really think the sweet tooth kicked in because all that running around got us hungry. So it is time to make dinner. Let me show you what I'm making, and we are going to hang out together. I'm going to show you one of our favorite, well, my favorite recipe, but my husband loves this dish. All right, guys, so tonight it's going to be shrimp. Well, it's garlic butter shrimp on rice. So I have my shrimp here thawed out. I used about, I kind of eyeball it, but this is maybe like 25 or 30 shrimps that have been thawed out here. This I get at Costco. It's like the big bag. This is their, this is a jumbo size. Yeah, they're bigger size. And for the seasoning that I'm going to put, I kind of eyeball it, but I know some people prefer like exact measurements, so I measured these ingredients if you want to make this at home, which is so delicious. It's our favorite meal, and we eat this like a few times a month. So what I did in this bowl, I mixed all of the seasoning in here, but basically I did a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of this organic, this is like all-purpose seasoning. I got this at Costco, but here are the ingredients if you just want to try to make this yourself. Okay, so you can pause the video and look at that. Again, these are just the ingredients that I use. You can really make it however you like, but the key ingredient is, of course, the garlic, and you want to use at least a stick of butter. At least this is how I make it. Okay, I didn't say it was going to be healthy, but it is delicious. And then I have about a teaspoon of pepper. We love pepper. And then a teaspoon of the crushed red peppers for a little bit of spice. And then a teaspoon of paprika. And then I will cut up the lemon and then squirt this at the end once the shrimp is fully cooked. This is also an alternative. I've used this before when I was out of my all-purpose. It's from Trader Joe's, the Green Goddess seasoning blend. This is really a good all-purpose seasoning as well, because it has your onion powder, your garlic, bell peppers, lemon in here. So this is really good. Now all I'm going to do is just give this a little mix. Sometimes in the past, I've used cornstarch to bread the shrimp, but tonight I'm not going to do that. But just mix all of the ingredients here, or not the ingredients, the seasoning. You can even use Old Bay. I've used Old Bay before too. But again, the key ingredient is going to be your garlic and, oh, let me get my butter. Okay, and then here we have the butter. I use the Kerrygold. I use butter, not margarine, because it's not as, oily. This has like a richer, creamier taste. Now with the seasoning, the way I do it, I just make sure I sprinkle it on my shrimp, and then I'll mix it around a little bit because the shrimp is wet technically, because I thawed it out in water, and you want to mix it so that way the seasoning is coated on, all the sides. So pretty much just repeat the process, or if you have gloves too, you can use that. But once I have this seasoned, then I will put this in a pan of butter and garlic. I'll show you in the next step. I forgot to mention that the amount of garlic that you want to use. It's definitely like your preference, but the main, again, for us, the main flavor and the main character, okay, is the garlic. So I use about a bulb and a half. So, but again, you can use whatever you'd like. I use fresh garlic because I feel like the taste just comes out better and bolder. Use a little bit of avocado oil just to get the aroma and to cook the garlic a little bit. And then I'm going to add the butter. The key thing with the butter is I chop it up because as I cook the shrimp, I put certain like butter pieces in between certain shrimps so that way it's evenly cooked in the butter. And as this melts down, that's when I'm going to add the shrimp because then it has something to cook in. This is about 3 tablespoons of butter, but again, this is all your preference and up to you, and depending on how much, you know, shrimp you're working with. But about 3 tablespoons, give or take. It also depends on your pot or your saucer here or your skillet, whatever you're using. Because the shrimp are larger, I need more surface room to work with. And I want the garlic to spread because I'm going to plop the shrimp in different spots. So I want the flavor of the garlic to reach all of the shrimp pieces. So I'm using my tongs here to place the shrimp within the skillet. Now you'll see again, because as the shrimp is cooking, like the butter kind of gets soaked up. And this is what I'm talking about, where there's like some empty places here where the shrimp needs to cook in the butter. So this is where I will grab the clumps of butter that I cut up. Oops, that's supposed to go in the skillet. And then just put it in the skillet and then it'll melt and it'll help cook the butter. So of course I'll just kind of, I use my tongs, but I'm just using my finger to show you. But just put them in wherever the shrimps could need it. Now, technically, you don't want to overcrowd the pan, but I don't feel like doing 2 batches. And I've done this before. The shrimp does eventually shrink down. So you want to cook the shrimp on each side for about 3 minutes. So once this cooks down, then I'll flip it over. And then you'll have like this nice butter garlic sauce that you can drizzle on top of your rice and on top of the lemon that I'm going to, or the shrimp that I'll squeeze on some lemon. I'll show you the final result. Now it's finished cooking. We're going to go ahead and plate it up. Now for my husband, I'm going to use a scoop because he actually likes all the butter within his rice. But for me, I'm going to use this where it actually kind of strains out the butter because I don't want all the extra butter. So it's really up to you. But as you can see, even though we cooked it in a lot of butter, you don't necessarily have to, you know, pour it onto your rice if you don't want to. It's more just to add the flavor with the garlic. And here we are. This is my butter garlic shrimp. I added some lemon wedges. I'm probably gonna get a couple more because I like it drenched in lemon, but you can top it with some fresh parsley. I have cilantro because I love it with cilantro. And yeah, I hope you guys give this recipe a try with some jasmine rice. So delicious. All right, so looking at the Rhodia Gold Book, you have your orange elastic closure. You know, I love a good notebook that has the elastic closure here. Taking this off. Here are the details of the notebook. The size, dimensions, how many sheets or, you know, the pages, and then type of paper. Okay, so opening this up, and then right here it says Gold Book, Rhodia, embossed here on the cover. This color, how would I explain? This is like a clay type of brown, or more like, you know, bronze. That's what this color is. It's like a bronze color. Okay, so you can see this is, yeah, like a, it's very moldable. Little, I guess like an inspection note here. 2 ribbon bookmarks, a orange, and then this one seems to be like champagne or like a light brown, like like a fawn color. And then right here, just the beginning, it says Rhodia. Here, okay, let's see how flat this notebook lays. Okay, not bad. Right here, you can have, it's like an index of your table of contents. So we have this in 6 pages. Okay. Your year overview. Right here, it has the numbers down to 31. Oh, it's actually, is this dated? Is this dated for this year? 29 days in February, 31 days in March. Oh, interesting. 30 days in April, 31. Okay. And then it goes all the way to December. This would be a really good way for me, I'm just thinking out loud, for me to log maybe like my trips that I've been on. This could even be like my gratitude, like things I'm thankful for, or like my gift and blessings. Also, maybe books that I finished, but I was even thinking this could be for books too. Okay, some things to think about. Oh, okay, and then right here you have like a little section area broken down per month. So you have the 3 months on each page. Maybe if you want to write a highlight of the month, things that have occurred, possibly future logging or planning, putting, birthdays, celebrations, events, trips. But this could also be something where you want to do like core memory keeping, things that you've accomplished or that had occurred or events that took place. All right, and then we have like this blank page that says Rhodia, and then it looks like this is where the rest is blank. So they're all numbered. It starts here with number 1. Okay, and the dots are actually not that bad. What's kind of catching my eye is like this warp right here in the middle, where it kind of ripples right here due to the stitching. I mean, not too bad, but that's just something my eye is drawn to. So the dots aren't so dark, but I really like the Rhodia cream paper, where this is the Leuchtturm. The Leuchtturm is, it's not bleach white, but you can see the difference. See how there's like a yellow tone here? And I would say the dots are pretty comparable to the Leuchtturm dots, and by like the darkness. So they're gray. Let me bring these up here. Gray dots here. I've come across some dot pages where it's so dark, where it's very distracting. One of them was like my penning gear that I got from Walmart. I would even say, is the Rhodia slightly is it lighter? I think just because the paper is creamier, you can't really tell. Okay. So that is pretty much it. As far as it laying flat, I mean, it's not, because it's, like this soft cover, it doesn't lay completely flat in the way that I'm used to. But right here, if you just kind of break the spine, like with the moleskin, I can just like leave it open and it'll stay open. Or like with my Midori, the Leuchtturm is better at it because, again, I think it's the weight with the hard cover. But the Rhodia, no complaints. It's still, I imagine with more like use, it'll lay. Oh yeah, see right here. So as you get further into the book, or if you just, here's the stitching you can see. Okay, there we go. So maybe something to consider if you are a fountain pen user, or if you like to use dark gel inks, but maybe you want a notebook that is soft cover and has an elastic closure, and you like cream pages. And I notice how the corners are rounded. So this is pretty much everything that I look for when it comes to a journal and an everyday like notebook. In the back, it even has this little speck, this pocket, so you put in paper goods and ephemera, and then you have this elastic closure. This part feels kind of it's not as sturdy compared to like the Leuchtturm ones. Like I feel like this is definitely feels sturdier. They use heavier paper on their pockets in the back, and even like with the moleskin, their paper that they use for the pocket is heavier. And then the elastic, because this is a little thinner, you can see, you can kind of feel the bumps here, and especially here with the closure. But I don't think that would be too much of a problem until you get like towards the end, because you could see where it imprints right here. So something to be mindful of, but maybe you could combat that with a pencil board. And okay, it seems like it would stretch. I already know I probably wouldn't use this for my multi-barrels, but this may fit like my Pilot Acroball ballpoint, or like just my big pens. So that is a look here. I really like how they set it up in the beginning, because I'm on the quest of finding a notebook that I can enjoy the rest of the year that is kind of like a catch-all. I just want a notebook that has everything in it. And now that doesn't necessarily mean it has to last me the rest of the year, because that will vary depending on how much I write. But I just want, at this stage in my life, I just want everything in one place. I just want, kind of like our phones, right? Like our phones, we have everything in one place. Like we have certain apps that are kind of like sectioning certain things out. Like we have, our social media apps, we have our entertainment apps, and then we have apps where we can write down like our grocery list or checklists, to-do lists, and we can sync them with our calendars. But for my notebooks, and while I can use apps to log certain things, my friends that are watching, you guys know we're just pen and paper lovers. And I want this to be a memory keeper. When I think about apps, that's not really a memory keeper for me. I have never once in my life gone back at my old phones and looked back at my pictures, because I have to charge it up, I have to find the old charger, and I don't. But because I love the hobby and the enjoyment of like reading books and journaling, I want a book form of my life. I want a book form of my life. So that is why I continue to log and to keep track of certain things that, I experience, that I want to note and to keep track of, because at the end, I want to learn more about, my growth, my development, what got me to where I'm at, where I'm going, what inspired me, what influenced me, what did I, do in 2024. So I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. That's why I want a notebook that has everything. I want to know, who was Michelle in 2024? What did I enjoy reading? What type of films was I, watching? How was I entertaining myself? What hobbies did I partake in? I'll put some pictures and see, what were some core highlights of my life at that year. And then I can go back and read it, because I am that type of person where I will go back and flip through my journals. Yes, I know some of you have told me that you cringe when you think about that. And a lot of you will just like jot it and forget it. Like you'll jot it down and then you'll put it in your closet. You will store it away, but not me. I have them on my bookshelf. And every now and then when I need inspiration, you guys, I gain a lot of inspiration from my past self. It's so interesting. Like I really inspire myself, and I'm not saying that to like hype myself up, but you never know where your next spark of inspiration will come from, or you never know just how far you've come in life until you are able to like look back, or you're able to kind of like retract certain things. Yeah, so that's very that's kind of the reason why I want it all in one place. I want inspiration all in one. Now my moleskin, I am using this as my catch-all, but it's really more like a catch-all for project ideas and like, I don't want to say reflections. It's really scattered, you guys. It's just really chaos. Okay, it's chaos because I'll have quotes in here. I'll have deep reflective thinking in here. I'll have morning pages in here, gratitude. But then a lot of it are like ideas that I want to do, like places I want to go, trips. I'm just jotting down notes all over the place. And while I'd love to show you, you guys know, like these pages are not really aesthetically pleasing. I'm trying to find there. It's just a bunch of, I'll show you how random it is. Did I already show? Okay, let me see like this. Okay, this is kind of a sneak peek of what a page will look like. Post-it notes. Okay, just quotes, testing out stuff, paper ephemera. It's so random. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to work on my desk now from all of those wonderful finds that I got at Michael's. Okay, so here is one of the items that I got. Professional procrastinator. I can probably just put this on the top of my desk area, or I can even nail it somewhere and just like put it on the wall. But this is just so me, so fitting. And once I get my desk space cleared, you guys, I'll try to have a proper setup, because right now it's just like I have so much junk around here. Okay, and here is the other pen. This is the pen frame. These, I thought they were engraved. They're not exactly engraved on here, but they are like 3D. So they do pop out from here. This looks like a little fountain pen wand. Isn't that cute? So I am going to hang this up right here, like at the edge of my desk, but it's pretty long. Let me get a ruler here. Okay, let's measure this. We're looking at about 12. So like 20, it's 20 inches in height. So if that helps, if you're looking to get this, yeah, allow 20 inches to put it in your area. I have some blank space up here too, and that I think is where I'm going to put the last picture. Okay, so I might have to move this over. I think I'm going to have to move that bird picture over, which I also got at Michael's a few months back. But ta-da! I'm going to probably put it right there, or maybe I should just put it in the front of my, we'll see. Now it is time to see who won last vlog's giveaway for the A6 cover. So drum roll, we have, ta-da! All right, Boho Butterflies 3074. Message me on Instagram, or you can email me at seaweedkisses@gmail.com and let me know your shipping address so I can mail out your brand new cover. But for those that didn't win, don't worry, I will have more destashing giveaways coming soon. Now for the evening wind down, I'm going to be relaxing and watching some anime, enjoying this Bengal spice tea. I've been enjoying this for years. It's just a delicious, cozy tea that has this rich cinnamon taste to it. And I only need 1 tea bag. I consume 1 cup, but lately I have been enjoying the anime One Piece. I'm trying to slowly catch up. But if you guys enjoyed this anime too, let me know. After this, I'm going to hop into my book before going off to bed. All right, guys, let's talk about books. Are you following along with the Spark of the Everflame series? I am on book number 3. And the 4th book is coming out next month. So I'm trying to get through this. This this series is actually on Kindle, on the Kindle Unlimited, so you can read it for free. But I love my books, and I'm the type of person that if I really enjoy the story, if I enjoy the book or the series, I'll go out and buy it, because eventually I'm going to want to reread it, and it's just not the same on the Kindle. Like, certain pages I want to flip back and read it again, or I want to make notes and comment on it. But yeah, what are your thoughts if you have given this a try or a read? Or even let me know what book you are currently enjoying at the moment. There's another series that I was really into, Lady of Darkness. The first book was okay, but the second book is really good, and I'm on the third book with that. So I've been enjoying the Lady of Darkness series, Spark of the Everflame. This is the Spark is the first book, and then Heat is the third book. I'm trying to think what else have I been enjoying. I think that's it for now. I try not to hop around too many books, because then I kind of lose sight of like the plot and the characters and who's, and I get mixed up. But I'm always adding books to my TBR list, my to be read. So if you're enjoying a really good book, especially if it's fantasy, romancy, it doesn't have to be, but let me know. I'd love to check it out. Or what was your last 5-star read? I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.